Thanks for tuning into the Free Speech Show, and I am actually accompanied with my beautiful wife here. She decided to be in the stream, so as you can see, I say the picture is probably a whole lot better because I've got I bought a new cam and also got two mics now, so I can bring people onto the show. But tonight it's going to be my wife, so let's get everybody tuned in this bitch and let's see what happens here. Now the other night, fucking Twitch tried to they didn't try to. They banned me for speaking the truth, man. For speaking the truth. An American can't speak the truth anymore. They either get shot and killed or they get banned from being able to say what they want to say. It's bullshit. Mm. Excuse me, but I don't care. But I think maybe I'm gonna kind of I think it was the whole me going on Omni TV and trying to debate people. Well, the way they put it is third party third party violation or something other for like a third party website. And I am feeling like it was Omni TV and everything. So, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. You can also see me on Kick and YouTube. So if you're watching from Twitch, you can see me on Kick and YouTube as well. So yeah. But I say the picture quality is probably a whole lot better as far as being able to see me better. I'm actually lit up space now. Figured it'd be better to be able to do this shit. But we have to be careful what we say, or the next strike that I get on Twitch, I feel like it's going to be like a longer ban, and we do not want that. I just don't see why people get mad about people speaking the truth. Is what I don't understand.
Sean posted on Facebook, to all these people crying online about losing their jobs for something they said. Imagine losing your life for it.
The truth be told, imagine losing your life for it. Now you can speak.
What if I don't want to speak to them? I want to speak to you.
Well, you can speak to them too as well. You can also put these in, and you can hear yourself talk. That way, you can hear me talk, and yeah, it's actually really cool. So you can hear me,
Yeah,
you can hear yourself.
yeah,
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
okay.
Yes, yeah. Also, um, also, you can, yeah, you set that to wherever you want it at.
Oh shit. Okay.
But now I can bring people onto the stream that want to talk about, maybe current events that's going on or anything. Maybe we can touch base on a couple things. I have been doing a little bit of research on some stuff. Let's see. Maybe I can get it pulled up. I don't know. But I know people seem to get butthurt for getting the truth told to them. So sorry, not sorry, but I don't care.
What if that? What if that same person's on here tonight that
That
reported you?
he might be, but he might be. We are going to. I'm scared to try that again.
So,
I am so scared to go on there and try that again. I'm not trying to get banned because all I'm trying to do is tell the truth to people and get them to open their fucking
well,
eyes.
I mean, we can try it and just don't.
But it's what other people say.
Well, it's all about what you say to begin to what they say.
Man, it can get heated, that's for sure. But fuck it, we could try it. I'm gonna share the fucking screen. Here we go. Here we go. And I've been also trying to get on TikTok Live, but look at this shit. Hold on.
He's still banned.
Yeah, I'm still fucking banned. Turn that shit off. See, it says right here. Oh yeah, try again in 3 days. Access not approved or revoked. Ain't that fucking gnarly, man?
Because TikTok is one of the.
But excuse me.
Wait, okay. Let me see this real quick.
What? What was that?
I didn't. I don't know.
Were you trying to burp?
Yeah. You did it. So.
Yep, there it was. There it fucking was.
You did it.
Yep, just put the other one in. Yep. That way you can hear me better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shut up.
But folks, we're gonna try this. I hope to God. I want to keep my.
I'm gonna charge my phone while I do this so I can go live on TikTok.
I'm
Since you
gonna
can't.
try.
Can I charge my phone?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if the cord. Yeah, the that gray one is already plugged in.
What gray one?
You see the black charger? Actually,
Oh,
it's
like
already
that
plugged
one.
into the wall. What the fuck? This is not it.
Okay.
Did Omni TV ban me too? Oh no! I ain't looking it up.
Do Monkey TV then.
Monkey?
Monkey, monkey.
Never heard of Monkey.
You've heard of Monkey because we've been on there before.
Have we?
Yes. You've roasted people on there before.
I think so, maybe.
No, we have.
You have to download it as an app?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I'm a man. You can do it.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, wait. I agree.
Told
We're going to
you.
do this, is what we're going to do. We are going to try
Okay,
Monkey.
so watch. Look. You go to
Wait, here we
settings.
go.
Let me figure out how to get a good view. Okay, that's not a good view.
Yeah, let's save this. I agree. So,
Damn it. A good view would be right here. But it's not gonna
is it
say.
using this camera? It is. Why is it doing that? I don't know why.
It's okay, Seth. You'll figure it out.
What?
You'll figure it out, bro. You talking about cameras? Which one you're using? You'll figure it out.
He's high. He's gotta be high.
No, I'm drunk. Come on now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, well, I'm drunk.
Hell yeah. Hey, you want the Coors Light? Come on.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, Coors Banquet's better, but they didn't have them in the 3-pack tall boys, so fuck them.
Oh yeah.
Hey, y'all have a good night, though.
You
You
too.
too.
Well, he was just having fun with his life.
Hell yeah. That's what I want to do with my life.
Lord, look how big her fucking eyes got. Oh my god, bro.
That guy was definitely gay.
He might have been. He might have been.
Die for
Yo.
What up, big dog?
I just had to speak their slang. Yo.
What up, big dog?
Nah.
That's not Malachi. What up, big dog?
Oh shit. Charlie Kirk.
Actually, that looks like the guy that killed him.
Charlie Kirk.
What's up?
Charlie Kirk.
What about it?
He's a good man.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. A very good man.
I didn't know him.
Oh, yeah, me either.
Are you blind?
Am I blind?
Yeah.
Why would I be blind?
I think that you can clearly see.
How did you not
How
know?
did I not?
Yeah.
Never met him.
You've never watched him on like Facebook or anything? No videos?
I don't think you get a good representation from somebody based off of what they post online, though, right?
What do you mean?
You can post shit for likes and views. Is that the real person?
You no, he posts like he posts his debates.
I don't think you knew him, man.
You don't. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. You don't think I know him?
Probably not.
Have I met him personally? No, but I would have loved to. But I mean, I won't.
Okay, I mean, no, that's cool, but like, you didn't know him.
No, I watched a lot of his debates though.
All right, cool. And you might agree with those, but you don't know him. He could still be a complete asshole.
He's definitely not an asshole.
He could be.
He's not though. There ain't no
You don't know,
there ain't no there ain't no could to it. He's not.
but he could be.
But he's not.
I don't think you know that.
Charlie Kirk.
What about him?
He's a good man.
Well, technically was, but
No, he still is.
is he?
Yeah.
I think that would be a was, and I don't think you know that. But you know, you're cool.
No, he is. No, he is.
Was
Is. Still is. Where's the was coming from?
Fool's dead, bro.
Yeah, he shouldn't be dead though.
I mean, I agree with that, but I mean, it's still a was.
Let's not just say the fool's dead. Let's not put it that way.
Nah, he's dead. Have fun. Tell your mama I said hi. Love you.
Mm,
Tell your mom I said hi. I'm not your fucking mom.
ooh, what are you looking at?
He said, I'm looking at you, daddy.
Freaking piece of bacon.
What up, big dog?
Charlie Kirk.
Bro, why is everyone saying Charlie Kirk? What the fuck?
Why is it a problem?
No,
He's a
like
Democrat, right?
someone else just said Charlie Kirk. I don't know why.
Because
It was probably us.
it's probably
Charlie
well,
Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
6'7"? Oh,
Charlie fucking Kirk.
Are you a Democrat?
no. Ew.
That's what I
Rather-
say about him. Ew.
I rather kill myself, man.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I
Like
say about him.
some,
Ew.
I mean, not all Democrats are bad, but like it's the far leftists that are fucking crazy, man.
I think some believe just in the wrong shit. So
Yeah, like some of them are just like fucking crazy, like actually like being happy of the shooting. Like even no matter who got like that was just a horrible thing.
It was very horrible. Man,
Like, the video, it was like I've seen worse stuff, but like for some reason that just got to me. I don't know why.
but regardless of Democrat or Republican, it was still a shitty thing that he got shot. So I mean, it would be shitty if it was a Democrat too.
Yeah.
But let's be real about it. If it was a Democratic side, the Democrat got shot, then they would be burning buildings and robbing people. And
That's 100% fucking true. With what is it?
100%.
What's his name? That one black guy, George Floyd.
Floyd. He died over.
Yeah,
he died over fentanyl. And
yeah, he OD'd, and then they went fucking crazy.
That gave him a free pass to rob people and kill them and take their shit.
I know.
Yeah, that's what the world's coming to, and we cannot let that happen.
Well, yeah,
we got to stand up to these pricks.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we sure do.
Even though we may get shot in the end too.
Yeah, I live in like the worst state to like support fucking.
What state you live in?
Oregon.
Oregon, yeah, Oregon.
So blue. One time I was waving, blue flag. What is it? Like Trump flag.
Yeah.
And I was riding my scooter, my electric scooter home, and this guy just fucking pulled over, cursed me out, and then just like, what the hell?
If that was me, I would have got out the truck and beat the living shit out of him.
Bro, and then I was in my scooter. And I was like, I don't even. It was just so random. Holy shit, bro! Why is this guy going crazy?
Yeah, that's just what the world's coming to anymore. Bunch of liberals.
Liberals, liberals, liberals.
People
You're
don't.
liberal.
People do.
No, I don't
Liberals.
vote for anyone.
I
But
vote
hey,
for-
man, if you support the right side, then you can watch me on stream as I embarrass all these liberals.
Oh wait, low key.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting destroyed right now. Wait. Type your thing in the chat.
I got you.
Your stream.
We need
And
more
then wait, can you
supporters.
type that? Could you like copy and paste it? Cause like I'm locked in right now in Clash Royale.
Oh yeah, he's playing a game. That's cool. That's dope.
Bro, I'm low key about to lose.
That's
That's okay, because then you can
this
try
is
again.
this is what it's called on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube.
All right. That's what Charlie Kirk like fought for. He fought for like freedom of speech, and then they fucking went crazy.
Because let me tell you something. Because he was opening up a lot of the truth, and so the Democratic side or the far left doesn't want the truth to be exposed. So the way they take care of that is they shoot an innocent man for speaking his mind.
Yeah. Oh well, we got it.
Yep. Just yep. You can get on there, you can watch me, and you can enjoy the show, dude. Because we don't give a.
Are you live right now or
I'm live
no?
right now, and I'm talking to you on live right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. We don't give a fuck here, dude.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, I have
Twitch banned me for 1 day, but I'm back.
back thriving.
Trying to, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
you too, buddy. All right. Huh. They look like some liberals.
You are leave her alone. She was so
I
sweet.
guarantee you're a liberal.
And a Democrat, yeah.
Huh?
You all are definitely for.
And I guarantee you're a fucking child predator. Shut the fuck.
He didn't like being called a Democrat. You're a liberal, ain't you?
I'm what?
You're a Democrat, ain't you?
You're not right.
They don't like being called what they know they are.
You
Liberals.
guys got a joke?
Liberals.
I want to hear a joke, bro.
The joke? Oh, I'll tell you a real good joke.
Democrats.
The joke is liberals.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
That was a faggot.
Oh man. Liberals. We do not like liberals. Let's get rid of them all.
Great opinion.
Great opinion.
Whatever.
Fantastic.
Your opinion.
Yeah.
Your opinion.
Are you a liberal?
You can have opinions.
Are you a liberal?
No.
Oh, I was about to say. So, are you a Democrat? Hello? Are you a Democrat? Y'all look like a bunch of Democrats. Yeah. Yep. It would all make sense.
All makes sense.
Hey, listen, did you know that Democrats and liberals are trying to take our guns?
I did not know that.
Now you know. Don't vote for them.
Noted.
Old enough to vote.
Probably not.
Do you know who Carl Palpadino is?
Carl who?
Palpadino?
I don't think I've heard of him. You can explain to me who he is.
No, I don't. He's just a guy. I don't know. You'd have to look him up.
Why is that? Is he like a speaker or something?
Yeah.
Is he a speaker for the Republican side?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I'll look into him.
Probably not even
Yeah.
real.
Then
I
I'll
saw him. He talked the other day.
Oh, real nice.
He's probably not even real. It doesn't sound like a real name.
He
No,
could
I
be real.
promise.
Moral of the story is don't vote for Democrats. They're bad people.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
How old are you all?
18.
18. So you're old enough to vote.
Mhm.
So let's say, did you all just, are you all like just 18, or have you
Yeah,
just 18?
just
So
18.
what we need you to do is when the next vote comes around, don't vote a Democrat. Because they also don't believe in free speech. Did you see what happened to Charlie Kirk?
Mhm.
Yep, they don't believe in free speech. They kill you for telling the truth. It's
Mhm.
the world we live in today.
Mhm.
Yep. Y'all have a good night.
Mhm.
They probably thought I was so weird.
He's watching Husky Musical. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Que tenía cosas.
Liberal.
Y
Liberal.
él se mató pasándose de una casa a otra casa por una ventana y la ventana se pegó y se cayó.
Listen, bitch.
Es
Listen.
una risa porque él decía que él se reía
No
como
hable español.
el perro de
No hable
Mickey.
español.
Hostia.
You look like a liberal.
And you look like a Viking.
He's definitely liberal. Are you liberal? Yep.
Ugh.
Definitely liberal. Yo.
I gotta be careful what I say, or they'll ban my Twitch.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep it a little toned down.
You're blocking the camera.
No, come back, Kat. You're blocking the liberals from seeing me.
When the people look at my I look at Joanne and say she's so pretty.
Liberals.
Really?
Thank you, Kat. You're doing me a favor. I love Kat.
Ah.
Don't skip me. Don't do it. Listen, do you all support Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So you're for the Republican side.
Yep.
Or are you liberals?
Who was that? Sam? No.
Liberals. Typical.
Hey,
Are you a liberal?
I'm just a guy that's trying to fuck your wife.
My wife?
Yeah.
You said
Oh, yes,
You ain't fucking me. Sorry.
I'm gonna fuck you every night for the
No,
rest of
you're
your
not.
life. I did that already.
You are
Alright.
so weird.
People are weird.
You look like Vaughn. He's a liberal. Yeah, liberal.
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk.
Charlie.
I don't know why you spamming that shit like I'm supposed to give a fuck, because I don't.
But then you're a piece of shit.
Type shit.
Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah.
What's that in your hair? Is that cornrows?
No, it's called a little bit of D's.
That looks like cornrows.
You know what it is?
Cornrows.
These
It's
nuts.
fitness.
Ah.
It's fitness.
It's cornrows.
Fitness dick in
No,
your
it's
mouth.
actually fitness.
It's cornrows.
No, it's actually Candace.
No, it looks
Candace
like
dick
no.
fit in your mouth.
Oh, you people. Oh man.
Hey, no, for real, you can get banned from doing that on here. I wouldn't do it.
Type shit.
We should get banned
For real,
anyways.
for real.
I'm just trying to find out who.
No, you're trying to find a nut. That's what you're trying to find.
I'm trying to find out who.
Ain't that all y'all care about is getting your nut?
Who gives a fuck?
Oh shit. Liberal.
A bunch of liberals.
Liberal.
I am not no liberal.
Not a liberal?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna yell at dude. The next person. Liberal
Democrat.
White trash.
Piece of shit. Scum.
White trash.
Scum.
Your eyebrows? Question mark, question mark?
So you really get a kick out of coming online? It's ridiculous.
Oh, is that all is that all you have to say?
Yeah, because I almost gave you too much energy, and I had to like realize what I was
Oh my
talking
god, too much
Too
energy.
much energy.
Yeah.
Too much energy. I stay with the energy because I'm not a liberal.
You're not a liberal. What is a liberal?
You
Why do you think I'm a liberal?
you just look like you don't support Trump or Charlie Kirk. You just don't.
Because I'm black.
No.
Because
Why?
your attitude.
Why?
Because your attitude,
Why?
that's
Why
why.
do you all got to pull the because I'm black card? You think it's special?
Well, the first thing you said when you saw me was liberal.
Well, you could have been a liberal.
What if I'm not?
Then you're not.
Okay.
Then what are you?
So you just indulge yourself in divisive politics.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
And that helps you how?
It just helps me. I don't know. Maybe embarrass liberals.
I'm so sick of this. Like I can't wait for this term to be up.
It's not going nowhere. I promise.
I'm just so
There's
sick
more.
of it.
Listen, stupid. Listen. There's more than just one country that's blowed up over this. So it's not going nowhere. Yeah, get used to it. Get used to it. Because we're tired of this shit.
Can we skip?
We're tired of people getting killed to fucking speak their mind.
Can we skip and go on to somebody else?
So, I mean, if you don't like America, if you don't like the Constitution,
No, I love my country, but
how about you leave?
I love my country.
Europe,
No, I
go
love
to
my
Europe,
country.
go to Russia,
I would protect my country.
and
what
then
we
Constitution.
shut the fuck up and let me
Protect
speak.
free speech.
Shut the fuck up and let me speak.
Protect
Shut the fuck up and let me speak.
freedom of expression.
Shut the fuck up and let me speak.
Protect diversity,
Shut the
equity, and
fuck up.
inclusion.
Listen, bitch.
If you care about America,
yeah, I do care about America. That's why I'm
evolution
protecting
of
our
this
First
country.
Amendment right. Which
stop trying to take us backwards.
Backwards?
Stop trying to take us backwards.
What are you talking about? Backwards?
What do you mean? What I'm talking about? Let's stop trying to take us back to women not being able to vote. Stop trying to take us back to racial prejudice beliefs. Stop trying to take us back to not being able to say what we want to say. You know,
Are you fucking stupid? I'm protecting that right. I'm protecting the right to be able to say what we want to say.
How?
Because if you don't know who Charlie Kirk is, he was a political speaker that debated on college campuses. Well, he got killed for speaking his mind.
Okay, well, I think he was probably killed for spewing divisive, manipulative rhetoric that wasn't true.
Killed for spilling the truth, which your fucking retarded ass don't want to hear the truth.
What makes you think I'm retarded?
You sound very retarded.
I don't think it's true to say that we have a problem with trans mass shooters when the majority of mass shooters have been straight white Christian men. They're the majority of the mass shooters. So when you're going to a college campus,
listen.
When you're going to a college campus,
who killed Charlie Kirk? Do you know who did?
White man.
His name was Tyler Robinson, and he was a white gay man.
He was a white conservative man.
He was gay.
He was of a conservative conditioning. He was of a conservative conditioning.
He was with a transgender person.
He was of conservative conditioning. He was a gun toting.
You know his mom and dad were Trump though.
Oh my god. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You don't get that in your stupid fucking head, do you?
You're trying
to say that most shooters. You're trying to say that most shooters were straight Christian men, right?
Yeah, white. Well, first of all, white Christian right-leaning men.
Okay, so
is Tyler Robinson not from a Republican family?
His family might be Republican, but he was not. He was a Democrat.
So you don't feel like him growing up, all of that conditioning didn't
He was a Democrat.
seep into him? He was able to shoot a rifle because he was just so liberal.
Because he didn't want to hear the truth.
Oh no, maybe he just didn't want to. He didn't
You know,
want
you all call him. Y'all want to say he's manipulative, and then he's crazy.
manipulative. Now you're confusing me. Manipulative.
You just said that's what he was.
It's read it.
Yeah,
Right.
he pushes prejudice, manipulative.
How
Rhetoric.
was he? Okay, tell me
And
what he was. How was he?
how was who?
How was Charlie Kirk a prejudice?
Well, I think it's prejudice to say if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna go, oh boy, I hope he's qualified. That's prejudice, right?
They got to. It doesn't matter if you're white or black. They still got to make sure you're qualified.
No, but he said if he sees a black pilot, he'd go, oh boy. So if I see a black man, I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna prejudge him and say, he's probably not qualified.
When did he exactly say that?
That's prejudice.
When did he say that?
Have you ever you're in America, right? Have you ever grew up and read Pride and Prejudice?
I don't care, but I'm asking when did he say that?
He said it. He said it. Just go find the clip, do your research. I don't know what to say.
You don't.
Did he deserve to be killed for his beliefs? No.
Listen, stupid. You're going to tell me that he said it, but you're not going to tell me when he said it. You should know this if he said it, right? It would make sense.
Yeah, I saw it a million times. The clip.
Okay, then what clip did you see it from?
It's all over.
It's all over what? That ain't telling me.
Just look it up.
That ain't telling me.
Okay, well, if I go to TikTok and I put, if I see a black pilot, let's see what comes up. Okay.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. He said if he saw a black pilot, he'd hope I was.
How do you know that's not AI?
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
How do you know that's not AI? How do you know somebody's not spilled that whole thing out of?
It's AI.
It could be.
It's not AI.
His best friend was black.
It could be.
He also said that he named 4 black women, one being Michelle Obama. And he said that they don't have the brain processing power to be taken seriously. They have to go and fill a white person slot to be taken somewhat seriously. Do you feel like that was AI?
Probably because they can't be taken seriously.
Well, no, it's not that. It's not that they can't be taken. If he feels that way, he feels that way.
No,
but
you're feeling that way because you want to assume it's because of the color of their skin, right?
No, but no, I wouldn't have assumed it was because of the
color. Even though like he said 4 black women.
Yeah, which was coincidentally that could have just been that they're black, but then to follow it up and say they have to still a white person.
He was not racist at all.
To say that he had to still a white person slot right after that is racially charged, and so we know what he means. It could have been an Asian person spot. It could have been a Mexican person spot, but no, he said a white person slot, meaning he felt that a white person would have been more deserving. So, yeah, if you choose to be intellectually dishonest, then you're just part of the evil that Robinson wanted to eradicate.
Let me
didn't kill anyone or their beliefs. You're just a part of that evil. That's just what it is. I have a white best friend. We grew up together. I don't feed into that really, but it's just like I don't like dishonest people, and I don't like people who are part of a cult, and I don't like people who want to take America back, and I don't like people who want to ignore our Constitution. I don't like people who want to try to turn this country like other countries where we're no longer unique, we're no longer accepting, we're no longer diverse, and we're just fighting.
It ain't that we don't accept.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that it ain't that Republicans, just don't want to accept. They just want the country to go in the right direction. It's like the same thing like when you bring up illegal aliens.
I didn't bring up illegal aliens.
No, I'm bringing it up, but when you bring up illegal aliens, people always assume, oh, it's because they're Mexican, it's because of this, and it's not because of that. It's because if you're here legally, it's different. That's cool, but illegally, go through the process and do it right.
No, I agree with that. I don't agree with Asians coming right over before they're getting ready to give birth, so that way they can have dual citizenship, then go right back home after they drop the baby. They tend to do that a lot. I don't agree with abusing you know, our borders. I don't agree with that stuff. We can meet in the middle somewhere. It's not all about fighting. I don't agree with absurdity. But at the same time, I'm not a person who I don't believe in white nationalism. I don't believe in going against the Constitution. I don't believe in tearing people down. I don't believe in fighting. I don't believe in a race war. I don't believe in. I didn't never joined a gang growing up, so I don't believe in political gangs. I'm not going to be red or blue,
Right.
like they do in the hood. So that's just
Well,
how I feel. I don't want this country to go back
I'm just
to
saying,
anything.
well,
I believe the
well,
civil rights movement was a good thing. That's just me, though.
well,
That's
what's
just
necessarily we're not real. It's not where they're not wanting the civil rights movement. So I'm a Republican. They just want right things for the country.
and what?
Okay, so Democrats and liberals are trying to take gun control. Are you for that?
I'm down with the regulation of guns as we see we have a gun problem in this country.
Well, it's not the fucking guns that do the crime. It's the person behind the gun. I think the person behind the gun needs to be qualified to carry a handgun.
Okay, exactly. And they should be approved and they should go through background checks. But if we have white people, and when I say white people, I don't even want to say white people. I'll just say because they just tend to be white. But if we have these conservative Republicans who are so pro Second Amendment, and they're going out and they're hunting all their lives and they're shooting rifles and they're just so gun crazy. That type of culture has bred the most mass shooters. They have the most access to
It has
guns. So,
not. No, it has not.
but it has because they've been white men from right leaning families. Most of them, Dylan Roof, Tyler Robinson, the guy who just shot.
All these men that shot though, they were.
And there are black mass shooters too, but it's situational.
It's like back to Donald Trump when his attempted assassination or whoever tried to kill him, he was white, yes. But at the same time, he was gay or transgender. The person that killed Top,
Who?
He was gay or transgender.
Was not gay or transgender.
No, the person that tried to kill him
was not gay or transgender.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
And that's another issue of mine. You keep trying to make it. People are so anti-LGBT that you can throw a transgender. You could say transgender and it sends people into a frenzy. Like you're so hell bent on demonizing a small group of people that just want to exist in this country, and it's not American.
Are you a Christian? Do you believe in God?
I grew up Christian. I'm a transgender too, though. So
you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you know what it says in the Bible about a transgender or being gay?
It says nothing about a transgender.
No, but do you know what it says about being gay?
Yes, I do.
So how can you be Christian and be gay?
How can you be a Christian and cheat on your wife?
Well, it's wrong. I mean, of course, you're not getting what I'm saying. It's wrong.
How can you be Christian and have sex before you ever get married? You know how many people do that? How many people fuck in high school before they ever get married?
What I'm saying is it's all sin.
Exactly, we're all sinners. Jesus died for our sins.
Mankind shall not lay with mankind. It's abomination. There's like womankind shouldn't lay with womankind. It's abomination.
It's all an abomination.
It is abomination.
It's an abomination.
It's right, dude. It's right in the Bible.
Yeah, all sin is abomination. And at the end of the day, the Bible is just like Santa Claus.
No, it's not.
They're just fairy tales.
No, it is not. It is very real. And it's people.
Okay, so
it's people like you that I don't care. It's people.
I've never met a virgin that gave birth. I've never seen it happen.
But it did happen though. You need to go read the Bible.
I've read fairy tales. I've read the Bible. I am Christian, believe it or not, but I'm not going to be delusional.
No way.
If you get to be delusional about a virgin having a baby, then I get to live my life as a transgender.
It's not delusion. I don't know where you're coming.
Well, have you ever seen someone give like immaculate conception? Have you ever seen it? Like, have you ever seen that?
It did happen because that's how it's.
When did it happen?
It says it in the Bible.
Of Mary?
It says it in the Bible. You think it's funny, don't you? You just want to laugh about everything.
No, because you have the right to believe that, though. I don't take that away from you because you are American. This is America. You have the right to believe that. You have the right to believe that. Now, I believe religion is a tool. It teaches us morals. It teaches us how to be good, how to try to be the best we can be. But we're all sinners. That's human nature. And as long as you're not doing anything that directly hurts another person, then do what you want. As long as it's not rape or murder, because that actually hurts someone else in their family. But if you're two consenting adults and you want to be together, that hurts no one else at all.
Well, if you're a Christian and you read the Bible, well, you said you grew up Christian. You said you was Christian. Okay, good for you. Good for being a Christian.
18:22.
But
Leviticus 18:22.
yeah. Anyways,
I know
You
heard it all.
Well,
the male as a
and
I've heard it all. Trust me.
And again, it's in the Constitution to do as you want to.
Huh?
But as I said, it's you can do as you please.
Are you two married?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yes, I am.
Did you have sex before you ever got married, or did you wait until you were married?
I have. I mean, it's all sin.
Oh, so you started fucking before you ever put a ring on it?
Yeah.
Did you have any babies?
But you're not hearing me. But at any point in time, I know that I've committed sin. I know it was wrong, but I can ask for forgiveness.
But you can't take it back because you did it. It's not fair to God to do it
You
and
can
say,
ask for forgiveness, and He will save you.
He will. He will. He will. I believe that as well. I'm gonna take that from you. But at the end of the day, you did it. Like, you already broke this sacred thing. You had sex.
He's not
before you were married.
That's the good thing about our God. He's not going to hold it over your head if you repent to Him and you say, I'm sorry, forgive me for all my sins. He doesn't hold it over your head. It's forgotten. You're totally
no. It's not forgotten because you did it.
It is forgotten. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way you're going to sit here and tell me that you're a Christian.
I mean, I am.
There's no way.
I am though.
No,
I can't help it, and I hate. I don't even hate it, but I can't help it. I grew up that way, so
you grew up what way?
Somewhat believe in my heart. I know God is real. I do choose to believe in Christianity because that's what I grew up on. But at the end of the day, I'm not delusional. Santa Claus isn't real.
You are very delusional.
I'm not.
You are very delusional.
No, I'm not.
You are
delusional.
100% delusional.
I see life for what it is.
I live under a God that is a great God, and
well, good for you. I'm happy for you.
You are very delusional because you're committing a sin every day by dressing up as a female.
That's funny.
It's not funny, it's the truth.
Well, no, clothes are clothes. God didn't design clothes.
A guy, when you're born a guy, you're a guy for a reason. You're born a guy for a reason. You're born. Your whole thing is to reproduce with a female.
No, I don't have to do that.
You don't have to, but that's what you're born. That's what you're born into. You was born a man.
Okay, well, God is all knowing, omnipotent, or whatever.
So
He knows everything. So why would He program?
Do you think you're going to heaven like going this rate?
Oh, I'm for sure going to heaven because I'm a great person.
No, you're not.
I am definitely going to heaven.
It says it. It says it right in the Bible. You will not.
My actions. I'm going to heaven.
No, you're not.
My heart, I'm going to heaven.
You're committing sin right now.
How I treat people? No, I'm not. I'm
yeah,
just
you are.
Yeah, I'm living my life, and you're judging me.
I'm not.
He without sin shall cast the first stone, and you just admitted to me.
I'm not necessarily judging you. I'm just trying to educate you on a book that you are committing sin.
You already told me that you had sex before you ever got married.
Yes, and I repented and I got saved.
No, so you're forever cursed.
No, you're not forever cursed. You are very fucking delusional.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are very, very delusional.
That's why your life is going the way it's going. I mean,
my life is going great.
Okay, that's why you have a broke down podcast or whatever
a broke down podcast.
You know what? I'm actually not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna stoop down to that level.
You couldn't be on my level if you tried. Your brain wouldn't comprehend it.
Well, based off your mismatched furniture, I'm above your level.
So we're gonna just start. You think just because I got mismatched furniture that I'm not on your level?
I
So,
do.
so you feed off materialistic items,
Money makes the world go around.
and that's all you care about, ain't it?
And those
And that's all
couches.
you care about, ain't it?
And how old are you? Oh, you're 24.
So my couches defines me as a person.
I mean, it tells a lot. It tells a lot about you. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it don't.
I think
My couches define me as a person.
they do. I mean, let's be honest about
How does it define me as a person?
it. Just says a lot. It says a lot about your taste. It says a lot about your money. It says a lot. It says a lot about you.
Who
Honestly,
says just because I have that couch, I'm not sitting on a lot of money in my pocket?
no one said that, but it says a
Because
lot
you want
about
to know
your taste.
why? I don't live my life on materialistic items.
And that's great. I love people like that. I love a humble king.
So before you fucking throw materialistic items up my face that defines me as a person, just know I don't live on materialistic items.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with your spirituality, which might be a giant, but in this real world, I just, people are also classist, right?
What do you mean?
They judge you based off like how much money you have.
Well, it shouldn't be that way, but
it's that way. It's that way.
But it shouldn't.
Racist, there's classist, there's homophobic people, there's sexist. And so that's what we're trying to fix, that's why left-leaning politics, we're trying to fix all of that, we're trying to fix all of that. So I think you should just let them do I think that you should let them do their job.
Definitely not a leftist.
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's nothing wrong with people wanting people fighting for people to have, health care, food stamps, social security.
There's a lot of people that's on social security don't even need it.
Equality.
There's a lot of people on social security that don't even need it, and it comes out of my taxes.
Free speech,
Yeah.
We shouldn't be trying to kick Jimmy Kimmel off the air because, he made a joke. It's just a lot wrong with this Trump era that I'm ready to die out.
How's it Trump's fault? He's fighting for the free speech too.
Well, because Trump brought his trashy, non-presidential antics into the White House. He was able to relate to people like you.
So he brought fighting for free speech. He brought fighting for gun control, or fighting for.
Well, no, he didn't bring fighting for free speech, or else he wouldn't have.
He did.
Tried to have
he did.
Jimmy Kimmel fired.
How did he get him fired?
Well, he called for it.
When did he call for it?
He called for it.
Let me step back. I don't know what this Jimmy dude. I don't know what he said to get him. What did he say?
He made a joke.
What kind of joke?
I don't feel like going. I don't know verbatim. It was. You should know if you're going to sit here and call people leftists. You should know all this stuff. Like you should be keeping up. I should know more than you because I really don't even care to obsess over this stuff. It actually makes me sick.
Well, you can skip then. You make me sick. You make me sick. You make a lot of people sick because you're fucked up. Because you're just.
Well, you make me sick as well.
Well, you can skip. You're free to do that.
Terrible couches.
You can skip. You're free to do that.
Terrible table.
You can
terrible
skip.
mentality.
You can skip.
Sex before marriage.
You can skip.
Oh, go ahead.
You can skip if you want to. I mean,
I just decided to entertain you because I was just people like you. We really don't get to talk face to face, so I just took a moment to just try to just take it in.
I wouldn't want to talk to you face to face.
Get into it. I wouldn't want to talk to you face to face either. That's why this was.
Because you would rub your dumb brain cells on me. That's funny, ain't it? I would laugh too.
You're funny. You're funny. You're stupid. It's just like
no, you're the one stupid.
People really like you. People like you really exist in this country, and it's just like
people like you don't need to exist.
Like move away.
You're
the problem with this country.
You're a problem. You move away. You move away.
All you want to do is attack people.
Attack people how? By telling the truth?
It's not the truth.
It is the truth.
If you want to tell the truth, scold white men because they're the lead cases of rape in this country.
No, they're not.
Yes, look at the FBI.gov website. The most convictions of rape are white men.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
See.
Just like they always mention, the FBI stats say that black men leading the most convictions of homicide. That's true. Like, fix yourself, then fix us. And we won't have a problem.
I don't think
if you're going to scold around the board.
I'll tell you one thing that's true, and I'll live by it the rest of my life. You can't fix stupid, and that's what you are.
You're very stupid.
You're very stupid and delusional.
And you're sick with religion, just like the Latter-day Saints.
I'm sick with religion because I believe in my God.
Yeah, you're sick with it, though. I believe it. It's a tool, just like we teach kids about Santa Claus, so that way we can teach them to be good.
Who commits the most crime in the country?
But as an adult, white men.
No,
they lead in arson. They lead in arson.
No, they don't.
Aggravated assault. Rape.
No, 60% is a black community.
No. Oh, what did you just read? Look at the stat, and then you changed the subject because we were talking about white men leading in rape convictions.
No, I just wanted to ask you. There's nothing in my hands.
Well, no, you just put your phone down so that you see that white man.
I knew you was going to say a white man was, when indeed you're wrong.
White men are leading
this, white men that, white men this.
By far, white men are. They are the lead rapists in this country.
I'm sure.
Look at Jeffrey Epstein, or however you say it.
Black.
Look at the Latter-day Saints.
This is real statistics.
You always talk about how you want to save kids, but in all reality, you're not worried about saving kids. You just want to condemn a small group of people in this country and make them seem like they're all
kids.
They do all the bad. They need all the help, and they need all the condemning.
Let me tell you this.
But that's not true. Fix your own community. Tell white men to stop raping fucking girls.
Well, stop killing our people.
Well, no, they don't.
They do.
We don't.
Did you not see the stabbing? Did you not see the stabbing on the?
If anything, the black on black crime and the homicide, at least it always has a reason. It's not just going to go shoot up a church.
One man dies because of a fentanyl overdose. They blame it on a white police officer, and then they start breaking into buildings and robbing people.
Well, we don't know that he died of a fentanyl overdose. He died because
he was proven. You can look it up.
He was
proven. No, not he was. It was proven.
No. Whether he was on fentanyl or not, which I don't know to be true. And his breathing was restricted. He would have never died. He never died if the cop hadn't, restricted his breathing. That's just what it is.
He died of a fentanyl overdose. He tried taking a pregnant woman's purse because he was high on fentanyl.
Okay.
And that's a good man to you? You're the problem.
Well, I never said it. I never said you're putting words in my mouth because you're trying to change the topic.
You're defending a fucking drug head.
What did I say to defend him? What did I say to defend him?
You're sitting here saying, "Oh, it was the cop and it was his knee," when indeed it wasn't. It was.
No, it was. His breathing was restricted. His breathing was restricted.
You need to do your research. It was.
And George Zimmerman stalked Trayvon Martin and killed him when he should have been minding his business. That's just the truth. White men lead in the most rape. They rape the most women.
No,
they rape the most kids.
The black.
We need to worry about that. If we want to save kids,
tell me how the black community is 10% of the population, but they're 60% of crime.
They're not 60% of the crime. You're talking about murder specifically. Crime as a whole. White men leading.
I'm not talking about just
aggravated assault.
I'm not talking about
rape.
Just murder.
White men lead in arson, aggravated assault, and rape.
No,
You're only talking about homicide. You're only talking about
homicide. They are 60% of the crime.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
You're sitting
around the world.
You're sitting here trying to blame whites for your problems.
No, I'm blaming whites for the country's problems.
No,
because you pretend you want to protect women and children, but yet you don't talk about white men raping women and children ever.
No, we don't. We do want to protect our women because if you didn't see what happened a while ago, a black man stabbed a white girl to death on a bus or on a train.
I saw that, and that was tragic. But if you want to protect women, they mostly get raped by white men.
No,
and children
black community
by white men, and there's a lot of incest.
Black community.
There's a lot of incest and inbreeding.
Black community.
There's also a lot of cults where white men are sleeping with these children. There's documentaries about it on Netflix. Why don't you ever speak about that? Why is that never being spoken about?
Why is what not getting spoken about?
Why is white man leading in rape convictions never being spoken about?
They're not, though. That's why it's not being spoken about.
But they are. Go to the FBI.gov. Go to the FBI.gov website. Like,
I don't
Literally.
need to because it's wrong.
It's not okay. Well, if you're going to be in denial, we can't have an honest conversation. And right now, we're just having
It
like
is
this
the honest
gang.
truth. It is the honest truth. You just don't want to hear it.
We're having this gang fight where you want to protect your side. I stand for the truth. And that's just that.
No,
I
you do
mean,
not.
I don't have anything to say. I mean, I see how you
I don't know what
I
truth they're standing for, but it's delusional.
okay.
Delusional.
Well, you sleep on that white man being the lead cases of rape.
Well, you sleep on the black person being 60% of the crime in the United States.
Okay, do your research and stop listening to people talking
You need
point
to do
and
your
parroting.
research. I have
Stop
done mine. I have done
regurgitating
mine.
talking points.
I have done mine.
Regurgitating talking points. And so, yeah.
It's the truth. That's what's yeah. She fucking skipped me, man. Listen, people. Listen, people. I want to tell you this, and I'm not being racial at all. If you go online and you do your research, let me quit sharing. If you go online and you do your research, the black population is 10% of of the United States population, but they are 60% of the crime. And that is a true fact. This is a true fact. I didn't want to even get into race at all, period. But of course, she pulled why is it because I'm black? They pull that card because they think it's just a special thing they can say to shut somebody up. That's the one thing they go for. And it's not being racial at all. It is I'm just speaking the truth. Lord. Lord, people. We need to fix this country in like the worst way. It is people like that is destroying us. And all look, she said something about that couch back there because it was different colors. It defined me as a person. Well, some people don't live on materialistic items because when it comes time to take care of kids, we're not going to go get no bread and milk. And that is the God's honest truth. I don't know why they got to pull that. I'm the black card when I wasn't even trying to be racial about it at all. Nothing racial was going to occur. Just makes no sense. But and you know what, Vapid? That is exactly the truth. She is rejecting God by saying he got her gender wrong. Well, and let's talk about that. A lot of them do say, "Oh, well, he made me born. He trapped me in a man's body when I'm really a female." No, he put you in that body for a reason. You was born of a man. You are a man. And wh- I'm Baptist, so I don't my my opinion in that is I don't believe in none of that. It is sin. And you wake up every single day and you're going to say, I'm Christian. No, that is you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. And that's what it is. But people like that, they don't like hearing the truth and they always like to be right. When truth be told, they're not right. And they're not going to be right. So there's just, I don't know. There's just things that a lot of stuff just needs to be people they just don't know. And but yes. And that's one thing she was saying, that but she needs materialistic items to make her feel worth. We don't. The world's just crazy anymore. And all I'm simply saying is we can't stand for this bullshit. It's wild. Well, it appears they ain't took my stream down yet, which means obviously we're still up and going. So I just wish people would grasp the truth. It's not. I mean, we're having people being shot just because they tell the truth. I mean, if you look me in my eyes and tell me that ain't wrong, then you're mentally ill. You're mentally ill. There's something wrong with you. Or that, oh yeah, we need to have gun control when in fact we don't need no gun control. It's the people behind it. And also, when I said 60% of crime rate for the black community, um, that is the God's honest truth. They're doing most of the stealing. They're doing most of the killing. They're doing most of the raping. 60% of the crime of the whole United States. So that's what it is. So when people get their hands on guns that don't need it, it is because maybe it's a Glock. They love stealing Glocks. So their culture says it all. The way their culture is ran, it makes them as people look horrible. Lord. Ugh. But these things happen though, but Lord of mercy. Let me see here. And for the people that's watching on let's see, on all three platforms, I really appreciate you for the support. If you're in for supporting the country, supporting our right to free speech, supporting our right to carry our firearms, um, I really appreciate you for that. So Vapid has just dropped something in the comments here. We're going to take a look at it. Looks like a YouTube video. We're all going to take a look at it. Looks like a link here. Let's see here. Let me go back here. Let's see. It ain't letting me really fucking open it. Um, ugh. If you want to, hey Vapid, if you want to top, because it's not letting me hit the link. If you want to top the name of that video in the comments right here, if you got time to. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen again. We're going to take a look at that actually, and said there was a lot of good points in there, so we're going to give them our thoughts on that stuff and everything. So let me get that searched up. Good. Let me start. Let me share my screen real quick, and I'm gonna ask if this is the right one. Let's see. In your if you're looking at this Vapid, let me know if this is the let me know if that's the right video. Let me know. Okay, cool. So he said that was it. So we're gonna take a look at it and see what kind of points see what-
Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Brand, Russell controversial conspiracy theorist, trying to bring real journalism to the American people.
I don't think I've ever watched.
Hello, you Awakening Wonders. Thanks for joining me today for Stay Free with Russell Brand. I'll be talking to Nick Fuentes. Don't think I'm not self-conscious about not having a shirt on. I am a bit, but I don't know, man. I favour authenticity over a lot of other values. That doesn't mean I'm not sometimes duplicitous, disingenuous and dishonest. Of course I am. I'm fallen and I fall into dishonesty frequently. But today, in my conversation with Nick Fuentes, I tried my best to follow the line. Indeed, if there's a moment that defined that interview, it's the one where I say to Nick Fuentes, I don't want to be like some kind of Mrs. Doubtfire, where over here I'm talking to people that are Jewish and I'm saying, yes, no, well, of course, of course you deserve a homeland. And yes, and I don't want to be over here saying like, oh, it's terrible what's going on in Gaza. Isn't that what integrity means? That we are integrated, that we are fully integrated with ourselves and with our Lord and please God, with one another. So we have a pretty good conversation. We talk about the significance, obviously, of Charlie Kirk's death. We talk about the protests in the UK over the weekend. Indeed, if I may be so bold, I think that in this conversation with agitator Nick Fuentes, who I've seen described in liberal and sort of leftist circles in the most discriminatory and condemnatory terms, I tried to have a good faith conversation, and I think that we discovered in it some important points about how modern media is impacting power, and that the defining attribute of modern media, using Malcolm McLuhan's famous edict, which Nick Fuentes cited, the medium is the message, is that if the medium is the message in the old days meant the medium is print media and TV, that means it's centralised and it's controlled, either state or commercial. And these days we have diffuse decentralised media. Then we're living in a time of pivotal change, and Charlie Kirk's murder is an indicator of those changing power dynamics.
I'm gonna pause this for a second, man. I really got to take a leak, so I will be right back. Oh man. I am back at it again. Oh shit. Put that back over there. All right, let's get into it.
ongoing attempts to centralize, control, and sanitize information, regardless of whether you think what assets, attributes you assign to his murderer. The fact, the absolute fact, the key fact, the important fact is that he, Charlie Kirk, among others, is a modern phenomena of new technology, primarily, even though Charlie Kirk's views are sort of very traditional in a bunch of ways. He's a modern phenomena. I think you'll like this conversation. If you're watching us on YouTube, my understanding is that Nick Fuentes' content is heavily censored there. And I must say, I don't think that's right at all. I don't think that's right at all. But I would think that whoever I was talking to, unless they were shirtlessly screaming obscenities about one ethnicity or a particular ideology or an individual, I really am learning that there is only one authority. That authority is not human, nor can it be. Okay, so here's the conversation. If you're watching this anywhere other than Rumble, click over and join us on Rumble, because it's too hotly contested and controversial to put anywhere else. And if you don't have Rumble Premium yet, get Rumble Premium now, because I financially benefit from that, as well as in a more general sense, it consolidates my audience and means that I have some ongoing influence, even as I face criminal trials in the United Kingdom, civil trials in the United States, spiritual trials every second of my waking life. But we rejoice when we face trials of any kind. Here's me talking to Nick Fuentes.
Get into it. Let's get into it.
I'm joined by Nick Fuentes. Hello, Nick.
Hello.
Thanks for coming on here today. I suppose the main things that I'll want to talk about is our mutual and shared love of our Saviour Jesus.
Amen.
If it's okay with you, I want to talk about some people connecting the assassin of Charlie Kirk to your work, but I've only seen that in particular places on the left. Your very, I thought, dignified obituary or acknowledgement, rather, of Charlie Kirk's death, perhaps will very, I suppose, with whatever level of sensitivity we consider to be appropriate, discuss what Candace Owens has been saying about the potential attempt to intervention into Charlie Kirk's life by what do we say, powers or connected to Israel. And then I reckon it'll probably naturally lead to us talking about the political and religious entity of Israel, so that I can sort of better understand it, and we'll just see what comes out of that naturally, shall we? All right, mate. So
absolutely, yeah, sounds good.
Well, thanks, Nick Fuentes. Well, like, one of the things I know about you is that you're very, very overt and passionate and clear about what you believe in, and certainly that seems to succeed in the media space that we all operate in now. I've got to say that when, even actually prior to Charlie Kirk's assassination, that very day, in fact, I was doing a live stream, and I felt like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep having these kind of conversations and endlessly pontificating on a cyclical news agenda, whether it's Putin meeting Xi. I don't know whether a sort of near-peer alliances across the world, if that is good or bad for people in general when compared to American imperialism. Then, like, Israel had killed some Hamas leadership in Qatar, I think, and Russia had bombed Poland a little bit, or at least some missiles had gone to Polish territory. And I felt like, look, this is also complicated. I don't know what to say. And then married to that, Nick, I was thinking about like everything that gets thrown into the maelstrom of our culture, whether it's Cracker Barrel changing its logo or things that are more impactful and significant, is so divisive and utilized. And I felt a little bit exhausted by it. How do you feel? Like, do you think that like Charlie Kirk is almost a Princess Diana moment of like a sort of in some places unearned sentimentality, in other places very real grief, in other places exploitation, in other places more division? Does this feel to you, as objectively as you can be, to be a sort of a significant moment, an epochal moment even? And do you feel emboldened by it, encouraged in some way by the response, or does it make you feel kind of exhausted?
Well, it's always difficult to say so soon after it happens, because in the moment it feels like the biggest thing, and it seems that the world will never be the same. But of course, we've seen a lot of things like that over the years, and we hardly even remember them years later. I think about like the pandemic as an example. Some days I wake up, you forget that even happened, and that was such a, and obviously had ripple effects. But do they have a grip on us sentimentally years later? Not as much, but I do think it is a truly significant moment in politics. I think that for political people, especially for young people, I think it is going to have a chain reaction. And the question is whether that's going to be good or bad. I think this is part of a larger trend of political violence on the left. And usually I'm not that guy. I'm not the right-left guy. I try to be a little bit more profound than the partisan kind of thing. But of course, it draws obvious comparisons to the Luigi Mangione shooting, to the Trump shooting last year, and as well to the school shootings by many similar individuals, whether they're trans or whether they're, other kinds of extremists, weird spirituality kind of stuff. So I think what people are saying about this, maybe the big picture on all of it, is what is happening to the young people online and with politics. And this is kind of like it's like a violent assertion of the nihilism that we see on the internet in the real world. This is something that is like unseen. A lot of older people don't understand it, but there's something really wrong here. And so I think this is maybe a visible and profound expression of it where it entered the real world. Maybe that's going to be the legacy here.
I think that's an excellent assessment. Yes, something that we've all become accustomed to online, vitriol, invective, somehow safely contained within the screen, a kind of like methadone rage that's not going to really hurt anyone except for maybe your feelings if you read too much of it, has now had real life consequences. I would agree. Now, how do you connect it to what seems to be a broader trend that online media, pundits, commentators, influencers and activists, a category that would include to varying degrees, certainly Charlie Kirk, yourself, and even me, perhaps, and the direct impact of these voices on meaningful political.
Oh yeah, not to mention, don't forget, I got a Discord going, so don't forget to join the Discord channel to talk about literally anything that you want over there. It's called the Free Speech Show. So if you're up to chatting, I'm on there frequently chatting with people, and if you would like to talk about some things, we talk about whatever over there. So join the Discord.
Outcomes. Do you feel, Nick, that in part one of the larger struggles that may be defining our culture is this attempt to manage and continue to centralize information as technology affords a kind of information diaspora? Do you think in short, aside from your assessment, that it's likely by your analysis, although we've mentioned that other people are saying it's like literally a fan of yours? I mean, I don't know, because I don't trust no one basically, really. So I'm not trying to push that on you, and I don't figure you'd care. You seem like a pretty bold man. Do you feel that Charlie Kirk's murder is, in a way, part of this sort of somewhat nebulous but also general struggle to control information that leads sometimes to outliers, again, that would include you, me and Charlie, being either smeared, attacked or shut down? Because whether you agree with you on things, and certainly I'm sure we'll discuss some of the things that you and I disagree on, the people that have the institutions that have most to lose from this new discourse are old systems of authority that are struggling to cope with a new information landscape.
I absolutely do. And it's interesting that you say that, because who is being blamed for the murder? Let's set aside for a moment who actually did it and people's thoughts on it. What is the perception of the public? People think on the right that it was a radical leftist on Discord, a sexual deviant, transgender, a furry, someone from Antifa, anti-fascist, a communist. What do people on the left believe? It's the Nazis. They think it's people further to the right than Charlie Kirk who hated him for being too moderate. And if you look at the polling, the young people are very convinced. The right's convinced it's the far left. The left is convinced it's the far right. And I can't help but notice that when people blamed me, it was so effective. It's possible that it was organic, but it seemed to me like it came from the top down. It seemed to me like this was a narrative that was pushed in an organized way, just based on how quickly and how much saturation it achieved in a short time. Although it's possible it's the madness of the crowds in a crisis like this. And you have to wonder, when you look at society, it's not static, it's dynamic. People talk about a pendulum swinging back and forth or a dialectic. There's sort of a thesis and antithesis. What is on the other side of what we're seeing now? Who is being blamed? The far right, the far left, foreign powers. On the other side of that conversation is a call for something like digital ID, something like censorship, We can't let radical political thought fester. We can't let foreign intel manipulate us. So what's the answer? There needs to be a regulated media environment. So I do suspect that there is something very dark and sinister happening. And you hit the nail on the head. It actually does have to do with information and who controls the dissemination of information. So that's spot on, and that's like next level. That's got to be the next conversation on this.
We can't make this content without the support of our financial partners. That's simply the nature of the deal that we have with Rumble. I have a minimum guarantee. We sell advertising space on the channel, and that goes towards the money that I get from Rumble. That don't mean, though, that I don't believe in these messages. Indeed, I have commercial relationships with partners whose products I believe and I pray will be of some benefit to you. If they are, buy them. Do me a favor. You're poor, and you've got to do something about it. Getting rich in 2025 is actually simpler than most people think. Is it? You don't need years of experience or a fancy degree from Harvard that leaves you in debt. You can actually start earning in a few weeks, whether it's a high-paying job or you just want to launch something of your own. AI isn't just helpful anymore, it's required. Nearly all jobs today demand AI skills. Yes, they do. As chances of people who are skilled with AI is 130% more than the rest. Worry not, I've got good news for you. This is an AI course to help you get adept at using AI. The robots haven't taken over yet. They're about to. You better learn to be friends with them robots, or they are gonna unemploy your ass. This weekend, you can join the 2-day AI Mastermind Workshop by Outskill, the world's first AI-focused education platform. It's happening this Saturday and Sunday from 10 p.m. to 7 p.m. on both days. By attending 16 hours with expert mentors, learners from Outskill have built and shipped over 100 AI products, all with zero code and working revenue models of $3,000 to $4,000. Now, this training normally costs $895, but I've partnered with Outskill to give away 1,000 free seats exclusively for my viewers. This is a brilliant opportunity for you. If you're one of my viewers, you can get an $895 seat for nothing. Become an AI expert, then serve the revolution. However, this is only available for the next 72 hours. That's 3 days in old money. That's nearly $900,000 worth of training. Completely free. $900,000. Although that's spread across the people. I mean, no one person's getting that, are they? That's like saying, like that between us, we've got 3 wives. I mean, but you've got yours, Isaac's got his, I've got mine, and unless something crazy happens, that's the way it's staying. During the 2-day live training, this is live, by the way, you'll get 10 powerful AI tools, prompt engineering, or cares. As long as it's an extreme person, we can legitimize ID, online, control, surveillance, censorship, and that's plainly the agenda. As soon as information became distributable in the manner that it has done, the legitimization of control became very important. And I'm looking at the significant markers that are concomitant with this type of technology. They include, obviously, 9/11 and the Patriot Act, 2008, and the sort of social movements, whether it's like the Tea Party or Occupy, that came out of that, and then COVID, which we touched upon. And you're right that COVID has already been beautifully neglected and sort of consumed by our cultural amnesia. And I feel because it was such a it was so general and ubiquitous that it somehow actually becomes more forgettable. This is like such a spike that I feel functionally this is gonna be a clearer marker, because when I was trying to look for a precedent, Nick, I had to look at the political assassinations, I suppose, of the kind of 60s, and Charlie Kirk in so many ways couldn't be more different from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Kennedys, and the people that, gosh, even if you think of a pop cultural figure like John Lennon, say, Charlie Kirk is a product of his time, even though he's very traditional and conservative and all of those things that are sort of at the forefront of Charlie Kirk's public identity. As a sort of a phenomenon, he's part of a movement that's primarily, I would say, connected to the the as yet not fully realized potential of these new information resources to affect real life outcomes. And the fact that he, as you said, is like a spilling over of online social dynamics into real life through violence, I reckon that might be an indicator of the broader dialectic here. We are experiencing old institutions realizing that they cannot robustly control in the way that they once did information. So whether you're saying, hey, everyone should be trans, or rights for Palestinians, or the kind of content that you're more commonly associated with, or that I'm more commonly associated with, the thing that we all have in common, even where we disagree, is we're sort of arguing for, and this is interesting, I think, Nick, because I think it's essential, the ultimate argument, would you agree, is centralized power versus decentralized power, even though a lot of the time it's presented as a tribal argument for who controls the center. Perhaps the solution is there is no center now. There isn't a center in the same way. You can't aggregate power in the way that you once did. So I suppose that's in a way just a further exploration of some of the things that we'd already said. If that's true, do you think that we should be exploring ways of seeking truces, alliances, or at least less combative discourse with our opponents?
Absolutely. And it's it's so funny. I feel like we're very aligned on this. Maybe we have a similar reaction to it because, it's not lost on people that there are real cleavages in society. There is real tension between the races, the religions, the genders, the partisan sides. And so the powers that be did not create those tensions, but they do exacerbate them all the time. And they exacerbate those tensions for, that's where the word conspiracy comes from, for a sort of unseen, concealed agenda, which is convoluted and sophisticated. It's not easily accessible. And I got the sneaking suspicion that that is what this provided, which was an opportunity to drive the right against the left, especially when there does seem to be maybe some consensus forming. I know a lot of my clips are becoming popular among liberals and left-wing people because of my criticisms of the Trump administration, of the conduct in Israel. And to the extent that there's a horseshoe, or a far right, far left, maybe realizing they have something in common, this gets in the middle of that process and says, no, we're going to see now a rerun of the right versus the left. And now the right has got to puff up their chest and get angry at the far left. And so on my show on Thursday, I said, we actually need to not take the bait and not lean into our first instinct, which is to get angry at all leftists or all liberals or demonize the other side. And we should really isolate it out and say, obviously, people that want political violence, that's unacceptable. People that encourage or incite terrorism, that can't be allowed in a free society. That's antithetical to a free society. And we should take the opportunity actually to show magnanimity and benevolence to the other side and really kind of stand against any forces that would try to use this to manipulate us, because they really count on people, because it is so sensational, to get whipped up in the moment and then become irrational. Maybe a week ago, people realized right and left might be an artificial divide that they kind of exacerbate when it's convenient. When you see someone get their neck exploded like that, it suspends reason, people forget, and they just want to see the other side pay. So I do think it's an opportunity to, and although it's difficult for the right, find some consensus, not necessarily with the people that want to shoot us in the head or disrespect a vigil or something like that, but with people that want to see America succeed. And they exist on the left also.
I've been surprised in the last 5 years in particular how ideals that had strong affiliations with one side of that presumed divide have mobilized.
And they're actually saying a lot of valid points. We we just we need the country. We at one point in time we used to be one of the greatest countries that ever existed. We couldn't be beat with nothing. And now that the more you look at us, we just to a lot of other countries, we look very weak. And one thing one thing we don't need to be is weak and vulnerable. And we look like that, and it's pretty bad, pretty rough. So, but what they're saying about the whole shooting and the left and the right, it's it's some valid points. So let's keep watching.
And transferred. Like, even now, I've seen several very highly regarded people that are on the right who, prior to the election of Trump, I would have found natural affinity with when it came to the subject of free speech, saying people that have said appalling things about Charlie Kirk posthumously ought be punished in some way. And it's difficult for me as a person that I'm really trying my best and obviously failing to observe principles. And I suppose it's not a principle if it can't withstand the vicissitudes of a culture. That's not a principle then. Now we're dealing with utility. I agree with free speech over here, but not over here. And I was sort of surprised, because I think someone on the left that I watched said, well, when we were saying you oughtn't be able to criticize trans people or whatever, you were saying there's no such thing as hate speech, and now people are saying pretty disgusting stuff about Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul. You're saying that they should be punished. So, how do you find? Do you have challenges in observing principles when you must be aware, as we all are, about what aspect of your content is successful? How do you resist? And how are you impacted by what you know to be effective about your online content and work?
Well, I have to say that there's always a temptation because the crowd goes one way, and always based on instinct, always based on emotion. And even in my case, it wasn't even so much against the left. With my audience, they wanted to rush and blame Israel. That was the first gut reaction of my audience. And in this case, I said, I'm certainly not reluctant to blame Israel for one thing or another if there's evidence. I mean, based on who I am, I said, but he was a pro-Israel guy. So, I mean, that would be like saying a Ben Shapiro got taken out, God forbid, and people said Israel did it. That would be pretty far-fetched, but that was kind of the rush to judgment on our side. Was it's the same suspect. It's always the same culprit. And I guess for me, it always just goes back to you have to tell the truth. I think that a lot of people, and that seems obvious, but what a lot of people find themselves doing when they talk about these things is they want to satisfy an emotional craving, an emotional state. And you really need to be careful. Am I telling the truth? Am I being objective? Am I looking at the facts? Or am I saying these things to satisfy something that I'm feeling right now? Because I think that's what a lot of people are doing. Another thing that they do is they tend to fall back on this kind of heuristic level thinking, or like a rule way of thinking, where they say something bad happens. Oh, well, Israel is implicated when bad things happen. Or, a right-wing person got shot. It came from the left. We have to get away from that kind of heuristic-based thinking and think more in terms of maybe zoom out and get a broader sense of perspective. And I think in terms of second and third order effects. We have to be a little bit smarter than just kind of like our first gut reaction. It's like we just said a moment ago, yes, everybody's first impulse is people are making us unhappy, punish them. People are saying these things, we got to go after them. We have to think, though, what is the knock-on effect? What's the chain reaction? Okay, we punish these people. What do they do next? What do they do in a year? What do they do in 2 years? What does the government take away from this? What could be justified down the road? We always have to be a little bit smarter than we want to be in a moment like that. But that takes some patience. It takes time to develop that sense.
When I saw Bob Vylan, who's like a British kind of garage or drill hip hop artist, after Charlie Kirk's assassination, like this, so sort of delighted in profanity that I feel like I might have like a old lady. I may have gasped. I may have gone, oh, like I may have like clutched my pearls, literally. You know, I then sort of tried to think, what? How can I be? You know, how can I have a reaction that's even interesting or useful? Forget content making. I mean, actually, in the real essence of who I am and who I want to be and who I'm trying to be. And I thought, do you know what came to me when I even invited such a perspective? That in 2001, on the 12th of September, I dressed as Osama bin Laden just because I was aware of how much sort of tumult there was in the culture. I wasn't famous yet. I was like hosting on MTV, but it was the same as being on local radio, really. It was no kind of big deal. But I was sort of full of appetite for fame and attention. And when I saw Bob Vylan doing that, I was like, oh, I know that. That's that thing where just because something big is happening, you want to kind of move into it in some way. And either you can move into it with sanctimony, or you can move in it like a vandal, tossing stones at it. Now, I guess what I'm trying to do, like you're saying, is be authentic and truthful and be of some use and some value. And I'll be honest with you, I don't find that easy, and I found it harder still since I got accused and charged, in fact, with rape in my country. And when after that, I'm still dealing with it, and I've got to go to trial next year in June for it. The sort of real life consequences of course, you know, a very sort of promiscuous past and a very selfish and sinful and in many ways exploitative past, I think, alloyed to my current position in online media and the impact of that, particularly probably around COVID and subjects like war, although I don't have a full understanding, although I have a better understanding than I once did, of, as you say, how these conspiracies are somewhat diffuse, multivalent, not immediately obvious, and probably participants that aren't even aware of their own participation. Do you know the reference I always use here, Nick? And I wonder if it's a reference you're familiar with. It's somewhat interesting because it's already sort of like tinged in nostalgia. Probably about 30, maybe 40 years ago, Andrew Marr, a British journalist for the BBC, was interviewing Noam Chomsky, probably Noam Chomsky at the height of his esteem and excellence. He's probably, thinking about it now, promoting the manufacture of dissent, although that seems like the manufacture of consent, which seems like a ridiculous idea because it's such a sort of an important book, but to imagine him being on a book tour or whatever. But when he's doing the BBC interview, Andrew Marr, the now yet more esteemed BBC TV journalist, said, you know, in your book Manufacture of Consent, you say that all journalists are told what to say and that we've all been conditioned and we're all participating in manipulating the public. Well, I'm a journalist and I'm not doing that. No one's told me what to say today. I'm saying what I want to say. And Noam Chomsky says, no, you've misunderstood. What I'm saying is if you weren't saying what they wanted you to say, you wouldn't be sitting in that chair. And people don't know the way that institutional media functions and what the complexity of those relationships are and how the sort of channels of what seems to me now to be a pretty extremist ideology, even if you separate religion, even though I do consider this to be spiritual war. In fact, that's one thing that I'm increasingly certain of. The organized power.
It is very much so. It is a spiritual war. You got the devil, and he's trying so hard to get into people's lives and make them do the wrong thing, especially with, you know, how the whole Charlie Kirk, how he got killed and everything. I believe it was the devil, you know, kind of got in his head and it made him do that. We need to be reaching for God more and letting Him lead the way and not this devil that's roaming the earth and making people make bad decisions. So we just we need to get in our Bible a little bit more and probably get right with God. So
behind these various institutional actions is described in scripture. That's what I believe, and I'd love to know what you think about that. But the way that media, state, global corporations operate together to essentially maintain and increase control is an organized, planned intelligence, and I think you could basically call it the devil or evil or Satan or whatever term seemed most appropriate to you. So I recognize how diffuse and complex it can be. That said, Nick, I'd love your response just to that great barrage of language I hurled your way, and the fact that some of it was kind of personal, of course. But also, I'd like to add to that: we'll move in the direction of talking about personal responsibility and love when commentating on issues that can generate a lot of vitriol. So I guess you'll know where I'm going based on that.
Yeah, you're describing the survivorship bias, which is that everybody that's in media, it's sort of like what you see versus what you don't see. Everybody that's in media has been kept around, and that's for a reason. It's because, either they're a conventional thinker or they're not rebellious or they're predictable or something like that. And I think that you're right. People just don't understand the dynamics of how and where the power actually comes from. I don't think they actually, because it is a complex dynamic, the interplay between media, state, military, and something that I've been really in on or really focused on over the past few years is how it seems that everything is downstream from the national security state in particular. A lot of people like to think in terms of everything's about profits, like left-wing types. At one time, they talked a lot more about the CIA and about the Pentagon and the military. Now I feel like all they talk about is the billionaires and the wealthy and the 1%. The more that I look at the media environment and the longer that I've been doing this and analyzing it, the more it seems that everything in the society proceeds from the interests and the needs of the security state. And in particular, it's posture towards foreign countries. It's posture towards Russia, it's posture, and then necessarily towards its allies, because it needs its allies as a bulwark against its enemies. And then, of course, how that reflects the domestic conversation. So, for example, if there is chaos in America, let's say there's days of lead in America, political violence, chaos, who does that benefit? The cui bono, that benefits America's adversaries necessarily. So does it behoove America's adversaries that want to see us fall to lean into that kind of division? Conversely, it benefits the American security state for there to be stability, because there's 350 million people. How many soldiers? 1 million? How many cops? In order to keep everything stable and everything orderly, they need people to actually choose stability, choose.
Well, it didn't let us watch the whole video, but if that didn't open your eyes, then I don't know what will. A lot of valid points were made in that video, and folks, it really opened my eyes to to a lot of things, and so. Oh, my thoughts about it. So I think a lot of stuff he was speaking about is true, especially with the spiritual. I think a lot of that what he said is true. A lot about the Charlie Kirk shooting. A lot of that was true. A lot of that was true. In my opinion, I mean, a lot of people might not feel like what they spoke about was the truth, but it definitely opened my eyes. That's for sure. I don't think of the way they put it was very, very interesting. So, very, very interesting. But yes, I would advise. Um, and then another thing when he says there's people on the left that thinks the same way as the right should be. Um, my thoughts about that would be I th- they're voting for, I think most, if not all of them on the left, when say when these presidents when they go up to debate and they're saying their thoughts on things, and the left side, they know what they're voting for. So I would say my opinion, I don't think people on the left are in the same category as the right. I don't think that at all, because these leftists, they know what they're voting for. Um, they're divided. That's for sure. We think differently. We don't think the same. As the left, they want to take control of the Constitution and redo it. As the right, they want to keep the Constitution. They want to keep us to where we can be free about what we say, especially about the transgender community or the black community. If speaking the truth anymore, it can either get you banned, demonetized, and we. And as the left, they just want everything to be controlled by them. And what I'm getting from is we don't want to be controlled by what the left wants. We want to be able to be free and keep the whole reason why when we started out as the 13 colonies, the whole reason why the United States was founded, it was a bunch of Britishmen that wanted to be free. They wanted to be able to do whatever they please, go wherever they want, whenever they want, and that's what we're trying to protect. That's what the right side is trying to protect. But you got leftists that they don't want to hear the truth, nor do they want to ever open their eyes. They just want to be in total control of our country, and that's just some things we do not want. Um, uh, my opinion, the when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, uh, it was a he was gay, of course. Had a transgender roommate, and when he spoke his mind, he wasn't just speaking his mind; he was speaking the truth. He speak about the Lord, and and I feel that Charlie Kirk was opening up a lot of people's eyes, as he knew a lot more than what people thought. He knew a lot more than what people thought. And so you got the leftists that they don't like it, so they try to take control of that. They don't want people to open their eyes. They want more people on the left. They want more people to take control of the Constitution. They want more people to say, "Hey, let's not allow people to criticize other people," which they should be able to, because this is free speech. We should be able to do whatever we want and not be controlled. So when he would speak, he would speak a lot of things about the truth. Like the Jewish community. He would speak things about them, and it was right after he spoke some things about the Jewish community, and then they killed him. Uh, my thoughts are is uh, he might have just not liked him, or he was controlled by somebody or something else that told him to do that, and uh, and that's what he done. Somebody could have paid him or something to shut Charlie up from speaking the real truth that people ought to know, that the people should know. Yeah, nothing should be hidden from the people. Yeah, nothing. So their way of doing that is to kill the one that's speaking the truth. Uh, that's we can't. We got to stand up for that. We got to stand up for our rights and not let people take our rights from us. This is America. It was founded to be free. We need to keep it free. Um, we should not have to watch what we say. All the censorship bullshit. The It's all a way of taking our rights away. It's all a way of taking our rights away. We just got to stand up to them. The more we hide, the more they get their way. So the only way we're going to be able to conquer that is if we get up and we do something about it. Now is the time for that. If you support our Constitution, if you support being free, doing whatever you want, being able to say whatever you want without it being a hate crime, now's the time to stand up and protect our right to be free. But I thank you all for watching tonight's stream. I'll be streaming at the same time probably tomorrow, and we'll get into it a lot more. But appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you all for the support, and for anybody that's new on here, make sure you follow the channel, because the only thing we speak about on here is the truth and nothing but the truth. God bless you all. Have a good night, and thanks for watching.